Hello, this is Mark Silverberg for Acaville, and I'm here once again with Black to Gold. Hi, guys. How's everyone going? So you have had a hell of a year. Cara for debut album. You got married. You've got Green.
We all got married.
Yes, also. You've got your concert at the Green Room. You just did an EP for Christmas. You're headlining Any Voices. I know about that too. Yeah, I know everything. You did some Jackasses concert in June. I don't remember who that was, but yeah, on the island, just some dude. So how does it feel? Like where it's such a big step up from where you were last year. How are you feeling?
It feels amazing. I feel like sometimes you get a little lost in your own group, and sometimes we think we're not doing enough and what more should we be doing, but like you just said, so many things that we've done this year, so it's really been a big year for us, and we're like so proud of everything.
We can pass this one too.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll go. Yeah, it feels absolutely like amazing to kind of see everything stack up and to finish off the year with this EP, even though we were very busy in our personal lives. Like we put this EP in like a 2 to 3 month span, and it was just a labor of love to kind of lead into the holiday season. So, and we've heard after 2 days that a lot of people really like it, which is like that's the best part too. It's like holiday acapella sometimes is like, but we wanted to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I hate admitting that I love this album because I'm not a big holiday album guy, but this is good, and I have to. How did you first off, thank you for not choosing like Jingle Bells and Ray and Rudolph, and you chose the right songs, absolute right songs. How did that come about? Were you like, I want to avoid the traditional stuff? How did this EP come about?
Well, the place we started with was we really wanted to do songs that we personally love and make it feel like something that is representative of the kind of music that we look forward to for the holidays. And on top of that, we didn't want to really lean into cliches. It can be really easy to do that, especially because an a cappella holiday album is really just like a rite of passage, it feels like, for most a cappella groups.
Yeah.
So, like, I personally was like, there are songs that I love, like Merry Christmas, War is Over, but I don't want to do it because the real group does it better than I ever possibly could. So kind of finding that middle ground and finding some stuff that's been untapped or tapped just enough that we can put our own spin on it still.
I love the spin you put on Sleigh Ride. I mean, I hate it that I love it, but I love it.
And one other thing I'll say, we usually have like a Spotify playlist where we just throw stuff in and we see what hits. For me, I arranged 5 of the songs, and Andrew actually has his first recorded arrangement. Heck yeah!
Which one? Which one?
Last Christmas.
Oh,
That's
a good one.
Yeah, it turned out amazing.
And that doesn't count for the Wham game, right? It's right. It's not Wham.
If it's an '80s song, there's a much better chance that I'm the arranger.
I also love the 80s.
Oldest group member.
But for songs like Sleigh Ride and First Noel specifically, they're beautiful songs like originally, but we found really cool versions that like I felt as the arranger of those songs inspired the heck out of me. Like Tamar Braxton's version of Sleigh Ride is the one that I based the arrangement off of, and Leslie Odom Jr.'s First Noel inspired the heck out of me last Christmas season. And I actually arranged that in like February because I just loved it that much. So yeah, we find cool versions of things to do that kind of speak to us more than the originals.
Yeah, it's solid EP. Solid EP. Let's talk about In the Morning. That video. How in the hell did you make that? Every time I watch it, I'm like, I just got out of the shower, and like I don't even like I have the towel off. How?
Well, I mean, Stephanie and Connor put in a massive amount of work, just like storyboarding and having everything that day be like point, like no downtime. It was fun until I almost drowned. But still very fun. And I choked a little.
There's a lot of water in there.
There's a lot of water.
Wait, first off, where did that come from? How did that happen?
So there was like a spout in the ceiling.
Yeah.
We booked a rain room in this like really cool studio.
Rain room.
In Brooklyn. They had like a bunch of different like things. So Stephanie found a rain room, and there was like switches and all these like different things that we had to play with to finally get like the right amount of water where it looked like it was like, you know, raining and not just like random like drips. But I think it was like so fun, and you know, Stephanie can speak a little more.
Oh. Yeah. I had these really strong visuals in my head since like the minute I heard the recorded version of it, and I knew that like a music video for that song was gonna be in the midst, and I was we were all kind of talking about it, and like we knew we wanted to do like this big flashy something from something on the album, and I really felt like that was gonna be the one. And I remember seeing this rain room like years ago from this studio, and I was like, maybe this is the time. And working with Michael was incredible. He really matched what I saw in my head perfectly. And I had this very detailed shot list, and we knocked it out in like 6 hours.
Oh my God.
And we knew we had one chance in between the like dry and wet shots, and we even nailed that one. And it was just, I feel like everyone understood the assignment. It was great.
Yeah, you.
This is our first music video with a real beautiful camera.
Yeah.
With a real 4K camera with somebody behind it that knows really what they're doing. And that just made the editing process for me and Stephanie so much easier. We had all this amazing footage. Michael was great.
Huge shout out, Michael Kirshner. Assisted with the directing, did all the film work and all the color work at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's Michael?
Oh yeah, that's my roommate. He's fantastic. He's phenomenal cinematographer, videographer, jack of all trades here in the city.
It's an outstanding video, and honestly, I was like, they're gonna drown, aren't they? Yeah.
I mean, like, I pride myself on being able to perform through water running down my face.
You were ripping your shirt.
It's on my resume. But the next day, like the next 3 days, my eyes felt like I had damage to them.
For sure.
Oh my gosh.
Some very slight behind the scenes info. That water was so cold. It was freezing cold. So like we are also working through shivering. So if you saw any like really big motions from us, it's us just powering through just how cold it was. Until it was the group shots for the guys, in which case it was like a nice warm shower. We were like, oh, heck yeah, that's awesome.
Awful. Oh.
That's all right.
Do you pay extra for warm water? I don't know. Is that a thing?
New York.
So, yeah. So it's generally a rule in acapella groups that you don't date someone in your group, but you just skipped right past that and got married. Yeah. So what is it like collaborating with your spouse?
It's amazing. I mean, we've been doing it for close to a decade at this point, because we've done music in college and music in the Hoffbeats. That was our college acapella group. That's how this started. But it's great. And when we were in college, we were the president and music director of our group too. We've butted heads a couple times, but I feel like it just makes us stronger. It's fun.
Yeah.
And I do think that like we all have a very great understanding of who we are as musicians, and we're very honest with each other, and sometimes we're even more honest with each other. Because like in the recording session, if she's like, well, I don't know if I should sing that here, I should try this, and then I let her try and see, and you know, it's just great, and it's fun being on stage with, you know, my wife. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
My wife.
Happy wife, happy life.
Also, I will say too, it's like, yes, he's my husband, but also he's like the mastermind and brain behind this group. Like Black to Gold would not survive without Connor at all. So, which is super amazing.
Yeah.
He's great. Shout out.
Well, great. I don't want to make you late for your concert, so thank you so much, and good luck. And I'll be out there listening and
Stream with Love B2G.
Black to Gold 2023. All right, goodbye.